freedom band. Sing a song of Zion as we march to glory land.
Singing News Radio, the voice of Southern gospel music. Greg Goodman with the Joneses in studio today. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, nice to be with you.
Nice to have you here.
Good to be
well,
here.
let's first of all go down the row and everybody introduce themselves.
Okay. I'm Ryan Jones.
I'm Joy Jones.
I'm Daniel Spriggs. And I would just like to say
you're not
that
a Jones.
I'm not.
The oddball out.
We claim him, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, me and Daniel met at Ohio Christian University in Circleville, Ohio, and so he called, or God called him to go on the road with us about 6 or 8 months ago. So,
Yep.
Well, very cool. We just played the song Freedom Band, which you guys have been hearing here on Singing News Radio, and I kept thinking, this sounds really familiar to me, and I couldn't place it.
Yeah.
Explain why we know that, Joy.
Well, actually, the first time I ever sang Freedom Band was with John Darren Rousey. The name of the group was
New Journey.
New Journey. Slipped my mind there. It's been a few years. But I'm still young. Let's just stay that. But no, John Darren Rousey wrote that song. He's with the Guardians now, and he's a phenomenal writer. I was honored and blessed to be with New Journey, and that's where I got my start. And but that song has always meant so much to me. It was just a fun, upbeat song, and so we decided to recut that, and just love singing it. So, yep.
Well, when you guys first came in the room before we started the actual interview, I just said, where have you guys been? Why have I not been acquainted with your group until very recently? Because you got a great sound. We have a little acoustic cafe down the way here in our Singing News Radio Singing News facility, and you guys just did a couple songs down there, and man, I'm just blown away.
Thank you so much.
Just
Thank you
so good.
Much. We're honored to be here. Thank you.
So, give me a little background. How did this group come together? This specific collaboration?
Okay. Yeah, well, like Mom said, she started with New Journey in 96, and then she went off the road with New Journey, and then she done a solo career for a little while, and then me and my brother started singing harmonies at like age 4 and 5, so Mom would always sing with us, and John actually on the road would kind of help us sing and got us started, and so everybody worked with us, and so me and my brother would come up on Mom's set and do a couple songs as the Jones Boys. And
I noticed they started sounding pretty good, so I thought, well, maybe they can join me in a couple more songs if they're lucky. So
so we did that with her for a while, just coming up on stage here and there. And so when we got old enough, of course, to form the trio, we formed the trio. And then my brother went off the road a couple years ago, and then Daniel Spriggs joined us. And so he's been an awesome asset to our group, and we're blessed to have him with us. So,
well, very cool. So you've got a new project that's already out or coming out?
It's already out. Yeah, we're very excited.
That is called Good Things, right?
Yes, Good Things.
All right, tell us about that song and
Ryan, you can tell
just
you wrote
the project in general.
Yeah, that's one of the songs that I wrote off of the new project, and it's kind of the writing thing is all new to me, but I feel like God has given me some stuff that He wants me to share, and so. But this song kind of came to me. I think we were actually going down the road, and I just heard the radio, and it was just talking about this shooting or this bad thing that happened, or just different things going on in the world, chaotic stuff. And of course we have to address all that stuff, and there's a time to talk about it, but I thought, why aren't we sharing about the blessings we have in our life? And we should be talking about some good things, because God is good and He's given us so much to be thankful for. So I thought I'd love to write a song that just encourages people to share the good things in their life. So
wouldn't it be great if we could have a newscast every night, and instead of seeing violence and crime and bad things about the economy, we just saw good things.
Absolutely.
I think we all would feel better and just be
that would be that would be awesome.
That would be great.
All right, we just heard the Joneses with Morning Mercies. Give me a little background on this song, guys.
Oh, I don't know who wrote that. I don't know who wrote that
song.
I cannot remember the writer, but I love the song. I sing the verses on that, and it just it's not something we do on every set of on every set, maybe select dates. But I just love the words to the song. It's just a mellow sounding song, and it just uplifts me every time I sing this song. And it just means a lot to me. I went through a deep depression in 2005, And this song means so much to my heart because of that. It's just every day when you get up with Jesus, no matter what you've been through in your life, it just brings a new day. And I'm thankful for the words of this song, and you'll just listen, and you'll get it when you listen to it.
I love it. Let's talk a little bit more about just the group in general, and I'm interested to know, Daniel, your testimony, your story. Video is going to come out of you guys in the cafe doing some acoustic stuff, and I seriously doubt anybody will have the advantage of seeing the first take of you guys doing "How Great Thou Art." But you got into it, one verse, and you just broke down. And I heard Joy say this young man has such a testimony. And for those of us that were in the room that witnessed that, it was such a real, raw, powerful moment.
Yes.
So I have to know more. I have to know what that was about, where that emotion is, what that testimony is.
Well, I don't really see my testimony as a straight line. I see it as an ongoing thing. If I could define my testimony, it would just be chasing after the knowledge and the just love of God, and trying to put myself in His shoes and other people's shoes, and just understand how God's love reaches past all boundaries. And the song "How Great Thou Art" just reminds me of that Louis Giglio sermon where he talks about how big the cosmos are, and how large stars and planets are, and just how small we really are, and just that the God of the universe would claim our hearts is such a beautiful story and love story that I can't help but
just get emotional.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that rawness, and I would tell you, don't lose that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's. I could tell you guys felt a little awkward up there, but let me tell you, that is so powerful.
Yeah.
And authenticity is something that you just don't see every day.
Right.
Yeah.
So when I see something authentic like that, it really draws me in. So I was captivated even more so seeing that. Hopefully people will go back on our social media, our Facebook, and see them, the Joneses performing "How Great Thou Art," and they did Freedom Band. So, yeah, definitely check that out. Let's talk about another, well, you guys have been big at NQC. You've done NQC, what,
Yes.
like 5-6 years?
Yes, we started, of course, doing the showcases, and then we got on main stage. Was it last year or year? Well, we won 2 of the showcases.
Yeah, won 2 of the showcases, and then 2 years in a row did the Power Hour later at night.
Yes.
And so we did that, and then this year we're on the main set for Friday night and doing
we're very
one song
excited.
set. So we're very,
it's been
very
great
thankful.
to us. We're
Yes.
thankful for that.
Friday
Yes.
night's a good night to be
Yes,
on, I would
yes,
say.
we're very happy.
So we're
about
very
that.
excited, but yeah, we love NQC and going there and
Yes.
seeing all of our friends and different groups. You
Yeah.
don't all get to be at the same place at the same time
Yeah.
very often, so it's cool to
Yeah,
get
it's a
to
great
be there.
place to be.
Yeah.
We love it.
Who are some of the folks that you guys are really good friends with in Southern Gospel?
I love the Hoppers. They are awesome. When I was with New Journey, we got to be with them some, and Kim is just I just always loved her, and we always are able to talk good. As you know, we're good friends, but we don't see each other very much. So when
Sure.
I do see her, you feel like you're friends, and you're able to talk well. And I just love her. Seems like she has a realness about her too, and I just love that. When we started out, the Wisnets were starting out at the same time New Journey did, so we know the Wisnets really well. Ryan's really good friends with their boys, and so we have some great friends, some great people.
Yep.
That,
And the Guardians,
the
are
Guardians,
great friends
yes.
of ours.
Yes.
That's actually Daniel's uncle.
Yeah, Dean Hickman. That's my uncle from the Guardians of
Yeah,
Tenor.
he's
Yeah.
an amazing guy.
yes,
great
he
guy.
is. He's awesome
So
guy.
kind.
So
Yes, so kind.
And they are so talented. They are doing
Yes,
so
they are.
well these days.
They're amazing.
Very
Yeah.
happy for them. Well, let's talk about another one of your songs. So people can see you at NQC this year. That's coming up in September. And do I understand you're going to be at Dollywood as well?
Yes.
Yes, we
uh-huh.
will.
So
be at
that'll
Dollywood.
be what?
That's in
October?
October.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So folks just watch the schedule there for all the big
Yeah.
goings on
Yeah.
in Harvest Fest month at Dollywood in October, and they can Keep Up with the Joneses. I swear that just came out. It was not planned.
We actually have T-shirts with that on there.
Yeah, we get that pretty often.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, let's see, what other song should we talk about? Let's talk about First Million Years.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's actually a song that New
that's
Journey
another
done
one that
as
New
well.
Journey done. That's where we got that song. And an older lady wrote that song. Do you remember her name? I
Can't remember her name right now, but
John knows it.
She actually came up to us at NQC this past year and introduced herself to us. And it was so cool to meet her. She actually wrote that song with her husband, along with Can't Even Walk Without You Holding My Hand.
She's an amazing lady, just an amazing lady. So we were blessed to meet her last year.
Yeah, so we wanted to bring that back on our new project from Mom's New Journey days as well. So.
Singing News Radio, the voice of Southern gospel music. We've got the Joneses in studio with us today. We've been chatting with them about their project Good Things, which is on Song Garden Records. Talked about them being at NQC again this year. They're going to be there on Friday night. They're going to be at Dollywood coming up in October. And you guys have this Sing Praise concert series. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we have that every year. We've had it the past couple years. First year was with the Nealons. They're also great friends of ours. And then last year, Joseph Habedank came for us, and he does a phenomenal job and also has a great spirit about him as well. And so this year, it's September the 19th, and it's going to be Joseph Habedank and the Hoppers, and so we're really excited about that. It's kind of like our homecoming, and we just started a couple years ago, but we're planning on continuing it for quite a while. So
yes, and we have that in Circleville, Ohio, at OCU. It's at the college there, Ohio Christian University. Yeah. So
Circleville, Ohio, September 19th.
Yes.
So make your plans.
Yeah.
How would folks go about finding out more about that event?
They can go to our website, officialjones.com, and there's a link on there that says Sing Praise Concert Series, and it'll give you a link to purchase tickets and give you all the information on there. So
officialjones.com.
Yes, sir.
I like that. That's a cool website.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
officialjones.com. And I assume you guys have Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. You do all of them?
We do all that stuff.
Man, I guess I'm getting too old. I can't do all that.
No, you're not.
I just deal with Facebook, and I'm just like,
there you go.
I'm out. No Instagram, no Twitter for me.
That covers it all, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much. I mean, you gotta feed the beast with content, right?
I know, right? Yeah. That's true.
Let's see. We got one more song that we're going to play, but before we do that, let's talk about these guys that you've aligned yourself with. Song Garden Records, Gus Gatches over there. Tell me about those folks and how you got involved with them. And
it was really kind of a God thing that our paths crossed. But I do a lot of our bookings and stuff at the moment, and so I was kind of just doing the everyday stuff and ran across one of the owners there, Dale Kefner, and I just got to talking with him, and just we both had a great conversation, and you could just tell it was aligned by God. And so we were just talking about different things, and he said, hey, I think you need to get in contact with a guy named Gus Gacious. He kind of runs our label here.
Gus is awesome.
And
yes, he is.
He's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And super talented
We love
guy,
Gus.
but most of all, just awesome to work
Yes.
with. And so we got in contact with Gus and got to know him more, and before you knew it, we were just in the studio making our new project. So we're so excited to be with them. They're great people to work with. So
well, you got some talented cohorts over there.
Yes.
You got the Ball Brothers, Rick Webb family, and many others. So
making that record with Gus and Trey Corley was just really awesome. They're so creative, make such cool arrangements, and it was just a really awesome time.
Yes, it really
Very
was.
cool. How long did it take to make the project?
our first trip was 2 tracking days, and then the second trip was I think it was three vocal days.
Yes.
So yeah, we tried to get it done in time for our Sing Praise concert series. So that was our release this past year.
Okay.
So we kind of rushed it a little, but with that being said, we let God lead, in song choices and different things like that. So, but it went great. We're really happy to be with them. So
where do you think you're going to go with this the songwriting thing? You came up with Good Things. Is that the only song on the project that you wrote?
No, I actually wrote 2 others on there. You Are Worth Leaving Heaven is another song, and it's kind of the closest to my heart probably because we all go through stuff and we all have days where we feel like we're not enough or just down or whatever, but I was just kind of playing the piano and sitting in my room one day, and God just reminded me that, I was worth leaving the streets of gold, the gates of pearl, the walls of jasper, all that stuff. And so I just kind of felt the need to, write that song down. I always say I'm not really a songwriter, but if God will give me the words, I'll write it down. But so that's kind of how God gave me that song. But I just want to send that message out too, that you were worth leaving all that for him to come to this earth and die on a cross for you. So
we see. Well, I say we. You guys collectively, the Southern gospel musicians and singers, sing all these songs about that, and yet, watching what I saw earlier this afternoon with Daniel, we all still have a hard time really coming to terms with that. I think.
Yeah.
Just the idea that this amazing, massive God that created the universe would do this for us.
I know. And we underestimate the power of God today. I mean, he's the same as he was, when he raised the dead. And we keep him in a box sometimes, but we serve a powerful God, a living God. And so I don't know, that just overwhelms me to think that who my Father really is.
Yeah. Let's play the song Glory.
Okay.
What's the deal with this one?
You can tell them a little bit about that.
Well, Tucker, actually, my husband Tucker, he runs our sound, and he's in the background a lot, but he's a man
Very
of God
talented.
too. Yes,
does a great job,
and does a lot of the in the he's never seen for it, and he doesn't want to be, and neither do we. We don't do this to be seen. That's just not what we do it for. We thoroughly enjoy, and we're honored to do this for God, and that's what we want to keep the realness, And I travel with these young men that just overwhelm me every day. Of how they're really serving God, and I just watch them as young men, and I'm so proud of them that they just live the life, and they sacrifice a lot of things to go and serve God, and I'm just thankful for that. But this song, actually, my husband picked this song to be on the project. By Selah, yes, and we redid it in the Southern Gospel world, and we have so many people that love this song and touches them. But it touches my heart, and I know the boys, when we sing it, we can just feel the power of God just fall, and it's just been such a blessing. So when my husband first mentioned it, I was like, no, I don't know about that. But, God was really leading him for this song, and I'm thankful for that.
There you go. That is Glory, the Joneses, off the project Good Things from Soundgarden Records. And the Joneses have been with us this hour. Man, it's been so much fun.
Yes, it's been an honor to be with you today.
It's been great hearing these songs and finding out more about your journey and what's going on with you. So people can keep up with you at officialjones.com. All right.
Facebook, Instagram, all that
good stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to be looking for more from you and be listening for you at NQC
awesome.
This year.
Yeah, we're excited.
Everybody keep up with the Joneses.
Yes.
Well, we are so grateful that you gave up that time to come down here and
thank you for having us so much.
I'll tell everybody again, if you haven't seen them singing in our acoustic cafe, by all means get on our social media and go back and see that, because you will be blessed. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This hour has been paid for and furnished by the Joneses.